Hi everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw Vendetta Stage 3. So I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself, and then I'll switch over to Sharpie. So don't worry if you can't see it, this is totally for me, and then I will do something that you can see. As a matter of fact, it's in the description. The timestamp is when it actually begins, so you can jump to that part if you'd like. I am going to keep drawing because I have to. I have to get to that point before you can, or before I can tell you where to get there. So yeah, I gotta draw this. Okay, so I'm trying to think of a cool pose with this cool mega leg suit. And let's see. Oh yeah, there's that part there. And so I'm trying not to skip too much of the mech, because I mean that's why you're here, right? It's got a cool mech suit that we want to draw. So I'm trying to honor that with as faithful as possible respect to the design. Okay, that's not too bad. Again, it's like super mega legs, you know? Alright. Not bad, not bad. Gonna bring this in. Okay, and this one I'm gonna have back behind him. So it'll be something like this, all tucked away, and then the point of the toe. Yeah, something like that. Because it's such a again, mega leg is the only thing I can really say, because it's such a big fat leg design. It's gonna look a little fat right there, but that's the fun of it, you know. Is the reimagining of how the design would look in different positions. Now with what do you call it? When you're playing the game, you'll see it in different positions. I'm not playing the game. I'm just trying to make this up to draw for you, and then you know, make it look good. So I kind of have to just imagine that this is what it's going to look like, you know? I have them all hunched over like this, and I got one arm back behind him, all cool. And let's see, I've got this hand over like that. Let's see, and he's got those cool pointy bracelets now. He's got a metal piece on his hand like that. And so now I can kind of make him, just give him a fist, you know? And something like that. And this one we're going to stick out. We're going to put that hand out, just kind of in the old action pose, you know? And let's see, I'm going to have his hand, just another fist, you know? Because he's starting to go nuclear, you know, or whatever he is, whatever he's going to go to. Well, I mean, we know what he's going to go to. I'm just saying whatever this you're going to call this, you know, just the cool pose. Okay, so again, I got to try to reimagine the head off to the side like that, because I kind of have him looking over to the side. Okay, so that means the skull mask thing is going to be like that. Yeah, I think I can get away with that. He's kind of hunched over a little bit. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so now let me zoom in on the face and see if I can try to redraw this, because I've talked about this before. The hard part is I'm just looking at like pictures from the game, and he's not in this position. I just got to try to imagine him in this position and what it would look like. Let's see. See, because that's like way too close. I just realized that, so I need to redo this. Maybe I'll do the mask part, and that'll help me determine where pieces are going to be. Okay, so there's that chin, and he's got horns coming off of it. Right. Let's see, the mouthpiece like that, and then the eyes. There you go. That helped me. Now the thing is, though, I got to do the eyes like way out here and super tiny, right? Yeah, like that. That'll help round it out more. Let's see. I think also I need to give him more of the back of the head. You know? There we go. That rounded it out. That's what I needed. That's what it was missing. Okay, so I say we get started. I think I'm happy with this. That I can actually start inking. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I'm going to switch over to Sharpies now. I'm going to use a couple different Sharpies, Sharpie fine point Sharpie pen, and another Sharpie pen. This is a medium Sharpie pen. This is finer. So I'm going to start with this one just to get the fine detail in, like the eyes. This is too small for that big Sharpie, so I'm not going to mess with that. I'm gonna draw it with these. And I'm not going to add the color either. I'm just going to add like where the eyes would be. Or the eyes, not where the eyes would be. I'm drawing the eyes. Sorry, sometimes coming up with words while I'm concentrating on drawing throws me off completely. You wouldn't think so, but it does. Okay, that's the only one I'm going to do for that fine of detail. This one I'm going to use to bring in a little bit more thickness to it. Because it's sharper than the fat Sharpie, but not as sharp as the tiny one. And this will help me thicken a lot of stuff up and blend with the big Sharpie, even though it's called the fine point Sharpie, to blend with the fine point Sharpie a little bit better. Okay, so now I'm going to do the horns. The horns. Yeah, they're horns. Right? I'm going to do a line right here for the jaw. There was something else I wanted to do with this when I was looking at that. I just looked at it, but I forgot, so I'm not going to do it. Okay, back to this one. So I'm going to draw this line down here. I'm going to come down here for the jaw. Come up here for that. And let's see, I'm going to thin that up just a little bit more. And now I can draw the hood. Okay, so I'm just going to follow that line back around and follow my sketch line and then bring it back down. I'm going to go ahead and come out to here to the edge of the hood. Might as well do this one too while I'm at it, like that. Okay, start to thicken it up, I guess. I didn't plan on that, but it started to do it on its own, so thicken it up we will. Okay, so let's see, I'm gonna close this off here like this, and then I'm gonna draw the what do you call it, the strings to his hoodie. I'm kind of playing with them, just giving them some life by drawing him kind of out. You know, he's jumping, he's kind of in a crazy pose, so this will let me do that a little bit easier. Okay, so I'm starting to go crazy with this one. I need to stop that. I'm going to switch over to the big fat Sharpie. All right, so let's continue what I was doing here. I'm going to bring this line up, go in there like that, and do the top of the head following around the sketch I was doing. coming in here and connecting right there. Okay, so now I'm going to do his shoulder pieces because I want those to be floating on top. Like this, and then his, I guess, close it off like that because he's got that thicker shoulder piece on top. Let's go ahead and do this side over here. He's got this shoulder piece kind of coming down like that, and again we're going to draw that. So I'm going to go ahead and draw his chest, and see I've got him kind of squinched over, so his jacket's all bent is what that is. And so let's see, let's go ahead and draw the other side of the jacket just so you can see that. So it's all bent over, and so let's finish up the jacket. Let's just keep going. Draw his forearm to that piece. Draw some creases and folds, my favorite thing. I'm going to draw this piece like that. Connect it where it's not connected. And you know, I'm going to add just a little bit of creases and folds just because I can. And because I like to do that, it kind of brings it to another dimension, another level, another dimension. That's kind of silly. Another, it brings it, it makes it alive, you know? Okay, and again, I've got folds and creases, so I'm going to add a little bit like that, just to show that it's bent, it's folded. Because as you're moving around, you know, you connect it real fast. You fold, your material folds, it bends with you. Okay, you know what, I'm going to thicken this up just a little bit because I think it's a little too thin. And I see a lot of little gaps I want to fill just because I like them. I like it, what's the word I'm looking for? I like it to work out. That's what I like, you know? I like my drawing. That's why I'm doing it. This is fun. Okay, so again, we're just going to do simple hands, you know, knuckles. So the thumb's going to go in like that. And I'm going to have the finger kind of like this. And let's see, the glove of the thumb. So there, it's a glove. We don't have to worry about much, you know. And same thing over here. We're going to do the side of the fist. So let's draw this side over here. So his arms all behind him, kind of, you know, pulled back a little bit. So we're not going to see everything. We're just going to basically do this, and then I'm going to draw some folds from where his arm is bent, and thicken them up just a little bit in certain spots, just to, you know, mix it up. There we go. Okay, so same thing like the other side. We're going to draw his little metal spiky bracelet thing, I guess. I don't know. And oh yeah, he's got that little metal piece. Forgot about that. On each hand, on the fist. So same thing. We're going to draw the fist. Just simple thumb coming in like that. So there's not a lot of detail we're going to have to add. And there, let's do that. So now let's finish up his shirt, and it's kind of over and down and back over his leg like this. So now we get to draw all the mech stuff. Okay, so here we go. This is where I'm going to try to keep it cool but not go too crazy. So let's draw this leg first. This big old thick thunder thigh, strong leg. Okay, so he's got this piece. Let's see. It's something like this. Let's see if I can do it justice. I'm going to come back in with this and do something like that. Okay, just to give it that you know, that metal mech look. That's the best way. I'm going to keep saying that word over and over again, but that's the best way I could describe it, because that's what it is, right? Okay, so this piece is going to come in here like that, and come up here like that, come up and in, and then this one's going to kind of do something like that. And then they have, I shouldn't go this crazy, but they have edges to them. Everything does, you know? But I don't want to go too crazy with it because I can do a lot of that with color, you know? And I don't want to mess it up. Let's do both sides. That way we're kind of doing it all at the same time. So I'm going to come in here and do this. I'm going to do this other side in here like that. And let's see, the back of this leg goes in here like this. It's going to go like that. Something like that. So again, now I can kind of come back and do just a thin little edge to it, just to give it that extra look, you know? There we go, something like that. The coloring will take care of more of that and make it look better, but I just wanted to do a little something, so just to have some fun, you know? So this one, because it's all bent over, there's not a lot we're going to see. We're just going to kind of do something like this and kind of hide it like that. You know, I know it looks weird, it's just like a blob, but I mean, that's all I can really do. And you'll see why, because over here, I'll try to draw more of a detail. So it kind of comes down, something like this, and it comes out, down like that, out and down to the shin. And so see, it's just a big blob, you know, that's all I can really do. Now, it's you know, it's got metalness to it. So it does have a little bit of detail. But again, I can't do all that over here because, well, I mean, it's just metal, you know? I mean, it's the shape we took, you know? But like I said with the other stuff, it's the overall picture you want to go for. Trust me, just wait till it's done, it's going to look really good. So let's draw his shoes. And he's got like these ankle things over his shoes. Let's see, so then he's got the toe part like that. All right, so let's draw the same thing over here, but at a different angle. So it's going to come down. I'm going to draw the toe like that. And again, it's pointed down, so it's kind of at a different angle, so don't worry if it looks a little off to you. It's just the way it is from that position. So, you know what? Let's do the rest with color and see how I'm saying how, you know, the positioning, once you get the whole thing laid out, it makes sense how that leg is bent back. This one's straight out, that one's back. That's kind of what you go for. That's what you hope for in the long run. So let's take care of the rest with color. So that is Vendetta Stage 3. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.